Shalom, shalom, Israel, coming back at you with another lesson, Lord willing. This is edifying. First off, giving all praise, all honor, glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rucha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, and all the teachers out there pushing this word in truth, with truth and sincerity. May you be of the elect. Shalom to all the Akim and Aquat out there listening and learning. You Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians, who are the true children of Israel, as well as you speckled bird, Israelite foreigners, the Israelites that look like, act like, and take on the customs of all these heathen nations. So to you, I say shalom. This lesson, and may you be of the elect. This lesson is brought to you by the Spirit and the power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the true name of our Father, the God of the Bible, the God of the Israelites, by Hashem meaning in the name, and Yahweh Shai being the only begotten son of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls by the name of JC. And this lesson is titled A Swift Witness. All right? When Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai sends that green light to Yahweh Shai and Michael to go down to wreck shop, all right, it's going to be a swift witness. Against who? All right? Against the people of this world, against those that oppose Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and his will. All right? For all those that mocked and scoffed, all those that turned the shoulder, all those that were for Barabbas and not for Yahweh Shai. Okay? That's what this lesson is about. Malachi 3 and 5. And I will come near to you to judgment, and I will be a swift witness against the sorcerers. So all you news weathercasters, right? Forecasters, right? You witchcraft practitioners, right? You diviners, all that. Okay? Your sorcerers, your TV channels, right? The witchcraft of that, right? So all the whole media outlet, and those that are in control of all that, all right? And against the adulterers, those that's committing spiritual fornication, right? Claim to be a so-called Christian and a Catholic, but yet you reading all these other different doctrines. Santa Maria, Buddhism, right? Kemet. All these different religious practices. Jainism, Taoism, Confucianism, right? And then, of course, your physical adulterers. Those that are committing adultery. All right? Sleeping with another person's spouse. All right? And against false swearers. Your priests of box. Right? People that are lying on other people. All right? False witness, bearing false witness. The Lord is against that. All right? Bribery. And against those that oppress the hireling in his wages. All the ones that, somebody working for you and you shorting them on their pay, or you're not paying them at all. You dodging them. All right? Or making it to where they got to pay extra on taxes, where that should have been out of your pocket. Okay? The widow and the fatherless, and that turn aside the stranger from his right and fear not me, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai of hosts. He's coming for all those that oppose his will, that oppose the things that he wanted for us to do and how we're supposed to live. He's coming for them. That's why it's going to be a quick witness. That's why it's going to be only 1 hour to destroy America. Because damn near majority of the people are already in trick bag. They already got. It's just a matter of when, not if. 1 Timothy 6, I'm going to read 9 through 10. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare. Because when you rich, you're not thinking about Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You got everything you need at your fingertip. You got all the money in the world. You ain't got to worry about nothing financially. Right? You worry about getting hoes. You got money in your pocket. You get it. You can get any of them hoes. You could be an ugly motherfucker. But if you got money, you straight. All right? Again, this is the mindset of the people of the world. Because their mindset, oh, I got money. I got a roof over my head. I'm straight. Yeah, whole time, where's your mindset as far as Yahweh Bashim Shai? You're not thinking about the Lord. And that's why these people in the world that have money, they don't think about Yahweh Bashim Shai. They're straight, right? They're not in the straits. See? That's the difference. When you down in the dump, you're going to be calling on Yahweh Bashim Shai. Or for all those people that call on JC, they calling on JC. Right? And they going all out, crying, snot bubbles, all that shit. But when they got it good, they ain't thinking about Yahweh Bashim Shai. It's not on their mind. All right? But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. Right? Because you can't have one or the other. Or you can't have one and the other. Right? Matthew 6:24, I believe it is. Let me get it real quick. You can't serve Yahweh Bashim Shai and mammon. Right? Money. All right, this is Matthew 6:24. It says, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and mammon, right? So you're either going to serve Yahweh Bashim Shai, or you're not. Salakia. It says, but they that, Salakia, 1 Timothy 6:9, but they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which, while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith. And that's the whole thing about that too. If you're going to covet after anything, you should covet to prophesy, right? Covet after this truth. Anything else is wickedness, is evil. Okay? While some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. All right? Because this world is all about chasing that bag. Right? These people have made money their God. Their whole life is based around money. They can't function without a thought of money somehow on their mind. I'm going to pay these bills. Am I going to have enough to eat? Am I going to have enough to put in my gas tank? Am I going to have enough for my cigarettes? Am I going to have enough to trick off for this hoe? You see? Whole time, your mind should have been stayed upon Yahweh Bashim Shai, who provides all. All right? It rains on all. It's just by chance. You know? But if your mind ain't upon Yahweh Bashim Shai, he ain't going to be thinking about your ass either. Okay? You know? It's going to be a swift witness, man. Don't be asking, why is he coming back to do all these things? Look around. Who's doing what the Lord said to do? Very, 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 very few. So the majority have to die. All right? So, hey, with that, Lord willing, this is edifying, giving all praise, all honor, all glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Urcha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops, great millstone, and all the teachers out there pushing this word in truth, with truth and sincerity. May you be of the elect. Y'all better stay prayed up, man. Repent, not just for this lifetime, but your past lives as well. All right? Abba, Kwam Yasharallah, Shalom.